Hello guys, this is the third episode of my search engine and we are still busy with our crawler. So in the previous episodes we learned how we can just go ahead and crawl a web page using our crawler. But today we are going to learn how we can index the links we have just crawled in the previous episodes. So how can we index that? Okay, that's very simple. The very first thing we need to do is to install a database server, and as you can see I have MongoDB here. So let me just install the database connection using Mongo in my Python environment. PyMongo. Okay. So PyMongo is just a tool that connects your Python code to the MongoDB, okay, the MongoDB backend you have. So the very first thing I'm going to do is to import PyMongo and then having my client here. But for now, instead of search results, I am just adding a live on Rails on the database name, because for the main project I have another database called search results, but here I'm making it for live on Rails channel specifically, so I need to do some stuff here. Okay, so here I have a collection on my database. If you're not familiar with MongoDB, there is no problem. MongoDB is a document-based database. You make JSON documents and you store them on your database. There is no relation between them, and if you have relations in a MongoDB, it's something that people made up themselves. It's not like SQL that is based on relations. Okay, that's a whole other story. I may make a crash course on MongoDB, but first, before I'm going to, do anything here, first let me make a commit here and git commit-m crawler to be indexing our data, okay? Okay, so as the quality of videos wasn't really good in the previous videos, I'm going to talk about what we did. And of course, it's a long time, and I don't want to upset you. I have a crawl method here, which just gets the URL and stores everything we just get from the URL into a variable called response, and if it fails, it just passes, and then the content will be crawled using LXML crawler from the response.txt. The text property of a requests object is basically the whole HTML we have in the page, and I stored all the links from the content using Beautiful Soup to a list of links, and then I'm finding the title of each page and the content of each page using the tag p because I need a description, and then my result has title, URL, and description. But here I don't really want the first 64 characters of description. I want all of that. So let me make a commit here, and description improved. Okay, I have to concern about my commit messages. By the way, there is an input, a parameter called depth in the crawl method, and if it's 0, this is the only link, the very first link just being indexed, and it also prints for us. But if the depth is not 0 and there is an external link in the page, for example, the Wikipedia page. It crawls that and it just, subtracts 1 from the depth and then repeats the whole crawling part. And this is how usually all the search engines in the world work. After that, we have a key error, and I just put it as E and just pass. So this is very simple, the crawler is very, very simple. But for now, I really want to put the result into a database. I think I have the code here for that. So here I have the collection. My collection is called here indexed links. So let's go here and do index link dot insert one, the result. If you don't know how MongoDB works as a big collection of JSON objects, and basically a dictionary in Python can be considered a JSON object, and PyMongo actually turns it into a JSON object for us. For now, it's enough, but I have an idea because I want to do a search on that. So here, let me do, I just copy and paste this from the code I wrote for another project, and I will talk about that. We need indexing. Index is some sort of data type in MongoDB, and I may be wrong, but this is the whole concept. So please do not eat me for that. So when we have this type of data, we can do a search on our database. So it will be very, very easy to perform searches on our database. So here I pretty much have everything. So let me commit that. So indexing done. Okay, I probably made a crawler which can index the thing. Okay, let me see. Okay, so let's do MongoDB text search. Okay, I have it. So as you can see, okay, we can just search using this syntax, and I have a graphical user interface for my MongoDB. We will get to it in a minute. So let me just run my Python interpreter, interactive interpreter. Okay, what site should I crawl? I don't know, maybe wikipedia.org in the depth of 1. Okay, the depth of 1 is really a good depth, because if I give it more, it will do crawling much more. And I'm sure I have to fast forward the part it's crawling. But, let's go ahead and do crawling. Okay, it didn't did any in-depth crawling, and there was a reason, because it just did hit the depth of 0 very soon. So I have my MongoDB server here, and let me go ahead. Okay, this is called Mongo Compass. This is a very good piece of software, and it helps you simply go ahead and connect to your local MongoDB. Okay, I have this, and as you can see, it has a collection of indexed results. And as you can see, it has different things. Okay, so there is no, real results here. So I'm going to just crawl, another page, and let's do in the English Wikipedia, en.wikipedia.org/wiki. I don't know, maybe Helsinki. Okay, one of my favorite cities. I'm Iranian, but I love Finland, okay? So let's see. Okay, it finds different pages. Okay, it finds even Finnish pages for me, which is really, great. So if you noticed something here, is that it just sends me back and forth on, Finnish and English Wikipedia, and no, it just came out of Wikipedia. And this is how a search engine crawler actually works. So there is something here we should do in our requests, is that we have to just, determine some sort of user agent. Because in robots.txt, in most of websites, they may ban unknown crawlers. So I have it here, folks. Let's go ahead and find out how big our, thing get. Okay, it's very, very big. If, documents 7. Okay, it's now 54 documents here, as you can see there. So, okay, it stopped crawling in a weird way. I'm not really going to, do the whole crawling stuff. We need another thing to do, which I will do in the next video, by the way. So the codes are available on GitHub. Here, let's see if I do this. Okay, this is the whole syntax. If you are, curious about that, what the hell I'm going to do, I don't know. Maybe I'm searching for Ireland or Ireland, I don't know. There is no result, but let me just do a search about Norway. And as you can see, it finds me a result. And this is what we've done until now. So guys, thanks for watching this video. Thanks for the time you spent watching my videos. I'm terribly sorry for the quality of the videos in the previous videos. And please like this, share with your friends, and subscribe to my channel. It means a world to me. Thank you. Goodbye.